Hello everyone, my name is Keion Henderson, and thank you for joining us on another episode of So Read. You can find us on that hashtag. And guess what it is? It's story time. I'm so excited to read to you this book entitled Corduroy, and it is by the author Don Friedman. So you can check this book out and you can get this. So let's start reading. This is my little helper assistant who just so happens to be the most beautiful girl in my life, and my daughter Caitlin. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
All right, so we're going to read to them, okay? All right, here we go. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all of the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Which one of these animals would you like better? Would you like the bunny, the bear, the doll, the giraffe, or the clown? Which one would you pick?
I would pick the bunny.
The bunny? What would you name it? Bunny. Hoppy. You know, you have the least creative names. Every time I get your bear, you either call it bear, you call the bunny Hoppy. Can you think of something else? No? Okay. All right.
Well,
So
one of my dogs, Cupcake.
Cupcake. I like Cupcake. Let me see. All right, so now they're at the toy store, and here it says, the store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Can you point to the small bear in green overalls? Can you find him? Yes, his name. What's his name? Corduroy.
Oh.
Yeah. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Do you see the button missing?
Yeah.
How many times do we go in the store and you say, "I want that"?
Like 800 and something times.
800 sometimes, every time. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. Look at the bear. He's sad. He wanted her to be friends with her. Are you friends with your bear?
Yeah.
What's the bear that you brought today? What's his name?
It's just Snickles, but I call him Peanut.
Peanut. That's right. Okay. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." So he's going to go look for his button, and it's always important to look for things when you lose them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I lose my phone.
You lose your phone, and you always have to look for it. And where do you lose your phone most of the time?
At the nail shop.
At the nail shop, right. Late that evening, when all of the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he happened to step onto an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. Have you ever been on one of these before? Escalators?
Yeah.
Okay. He stepped off the escalator, and as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." Have you ever wanted to live in a palace?
Yeah.
Why? Because you are a
Princess.
He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button." Now, look at him. He's actually taking the button off the mattress. This is not his actual button. He said it, and he tried to pick it up. But like all of the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down, and it was very tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop, off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. bang into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a loud crash. Have you ever fell off the bed doing something you were not supposed to do, young lady? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Hurry, 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 hurry. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going on his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" How do you think he got up there?
He went on the escalator.
That's right, he got on the escalator. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls.
The clown looks creepy.
The clown does look, he said sleepy or creepy?
Creepy.
Oh, okay. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customer came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank and my mother, and I said, could you bring it home?" Do you have a bank with money in it?
Yeah.
How much?
It's past the 100s.
You have $100?
Yeah.
You need a financial advisor?
I have like 109.
You have $109. You need me to watch it for you?
No.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it in my I put it behind my painting.
Well, wait a minute. Well, then, if you have so much money, why are you spending mine?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you can spend it. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the sales lady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Last page. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous place in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." Guess what, Katie? I like you the way you are. Thank you for joining us on Storytime. Don't forget to look at the hashtag #SoRead. This is Corduroy by Don Freeman, a great book to read with your children. And remember, it is so fundamental to read.